What's good, WWE 2K fans? It's your boy, Darkchild80, and I am back with another WWE 2K wishlist video. In this video, we're going to be talking all about reversals. I absolutely love what 2K has did with the reversal system in WWE 2K16 with the addition of the reversal bar as well as the major and minor reversals. But there's always room for improvement, so we're going to talk about some of those things today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this wish list. So the first thing I would like to talk about, and again, these are in no specific order, but I think I would like to see a addition of a second reversal button. Bring back the 2-button reversal system. Not so much in the conventional sense where we had, the one button for countering strikes and then another for countering grapples. But I would like to see a button added like an escape or evade button. So where you could decide like if you want to escape a move or not, or just, dodge it or something like that. So take like a standard right hand or something. Now, how it is in WWE 2K16, if you reverse a strike, you may swat his hand down and then hit him with a belly to belly or something like that. But I think it would be cool like if you could choose to just evade that move and duck under it, and it'll leave you at a positional advantage. I just feel like this would give us more freedom to choose how we want to reverse moves versus just having to let the game decide, how we want to counter that move. Because just think about, if you actually get to make this decision, like how you want to counter, think about how this could set up like your finishers and signatures. Because if you have a guy like with a move like Dolph Ziggler that has one from the back, just think about how you could just set that up, man. I think that would just work out phenomenally. Just imagine being able to hit a go behind like dodge or evade or something, and you're in perfect position to hit the zigzag. Man, like I said, I can't begin to explain like the out of nowhere feeling that you can get, like, pulling off big moves. So this is just something that I would like to see. It may be pretty far-fetched, I'm not sure, but it's just, like I said, it's just something that I think would be really cool and would add like a layer of strategy to the game, being able to decide like how you want to counter certain moves. Alright, up next is going to be, I would like to see more authentic reversals, and reversals that are more believable for, guys in their particular fighting styles, and also superstar specific reversals. Dean Ambrose, he has this rebound clothesline that he counters with a lot. AJ Styles with the Pele kick. I would like to see some of that implemented into the game. Even like Cesaro, how you notice how he mainly, I guess, defends against aerial attacks with like his European uppercuts. I mean, things like that, just little things like that to add some authenticity, to make the game, I guess, on par with the real life counterpart. Like I said, I think it would really take things a long way from that standpoint, because I hate to see guys who pull off moves and count, whether it be counters or otherwise, things that are completely out of character for them. Not to pigeonhole anyone, but still, you want it to be as accurate and as much of a simulation as possible. So seeing guys like Braun Strowman or somebody like pull off a Hurricane Rana or something, not saying he can't do it, but I mean it's just not likely. So that's one of the main things, that I think I would like to see, just more accurate counters and, just to add some authenticity to it. Okay, and coming in next, and actually to piggyback off the last point, I think a cool thing for 2K to do would be to implement reversal packages. Like I said, that way, we can kind of pick and choose how we want to set up our characters, especially for those who like to play with created wrestlers and stuff like that. How cool would that be, to just go through and be able to pick like certain reversal packages. Like if you like Seth Rollins reversals or whatever, you can like assign his reversals to your character, you know, and have him reverse in the same way that Seth would. Now I do think it should probably be a little more in depth than that. Like, so I would say break it up into maybe, you know, sections, like where you have maybe grapple reversals, then you have strike reversal packages, then maybe aerial reversal packages, you know, so that way you can kind of get some variety in there. And also, going back to, you know, the whole superstar packages, I mean, how cool would it be to see like Brock Lesnar, like a beast reversal package where, you know, he no sells like, you know, strikes and stuff like that, and just keep advancing towards his opponent, you know, to intimidate him. Or even better, like a Taker, like a Phenom reversal package, where he'll actually sell the move, but then sit up immediately after that, and like, you know, allowing you to sneak up behind your opponent or something to follow up with a move of your own. I mean, it's just little things like that, man. Like I said, I mean, I think that would be amazing to see that. All right, up next is going to be major and minor reversals for submission moves. That's one thing I noticed, you know, with the new submission system, it seems like, as well as the new reversal system, submissions kind of got left out of that, you know. I mean, it's not much in the way. Like a lot of submissions you can't even reverse, or they don't have an escape animation for them at all. I mean, it just has the guy letting go. I think they should, you know, try to implement a major and minor reversal system for submissions. I mean, so like if you escape the move like early on, if you get a minor reversal, you may just do something like, you know, kick them off real quick, or, you know, roll out of the move real fast. But if you get the major reversal, maybe you can reverse and like slap on a submission of your own. You know, that's something to think about. Like I said, I mean, and I think it would just absolutely just, you know, add that layer of depth to the game, you know, where, I mean, especially as far as reversals go. So, like I said, that's something to think about. All right, moving on to aerial reversals, or should I say top rope reversals. Again, to piggyback off, you know, the submission reversals, again, this is an area that was pretty much sorely neglected. I mean, I don't think there is any, you know, counters for superplexes and things like that from the top rope. How about throwing in some major reversals for those? I mean, because if you don't reverse the initial grapple, like when they're grappling you while you're sitting on the top rope, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the only chance you have to counter. So I would like to see some mid-move reversals for, you know, superplexes and things like that, because you see guys, you know, adjust and counter moves in midair all the time, like, you know, especially when it comes from top rope moves. I mean, we see it a lot with Kevin Owens, and, you know, people like that, especially cruiserweights as well, you know, where like you set them up to maybe hit a super power bomb or something, but they hit you with a hurricane runner like midway through, you know, and reversing the move on you. So I mean, that would be very interesting to see. I mean, and it would make for some awesome counters. So I mean, that's again, that's something they might want to think about as well. All right, and this next one I'm only going to touch on a little bit, because I plan to do a whole nother video going a bit more in depth about this particular subject. And that is going to be the finisher into finisher reversals. As you all know, WWE 2K16 actually did have a couple of these. Mainly the big one was the, you know, Randy Orton's reversal of the curb stomp into the RKO. Like I say, hopefully that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, and, you know, hopefully with the next couple of iterations of the game, we'll see a lot more of those. But I think it's something that is drastically needed now, because it's become pretty much a staple of, you know, the WWE programming. Like, you know, you see a lot of that, just like with the past pay-per-view. I mean, we saw how Seth caught Roman with the pedigree out of the spear. I mean, that was crazy. So I mean, I would just love to see more of those. Like I said, I mean, that would be a huge implementation into the game. And alright, the very last thing on this wish list, and actually, like I say again, much like with the finish reversal, I think I'm going to do another video on this one as well. But weapon reversals, oh my god, man, I can't even begin to tell you how terrible weapon reversals look. I mean, it's to a point, man. I mean, it's just like, come on, 2K. You know, I mean, it's been long overdue. Weapons in general need a huge overhaul. But like I said, that's for another video. But man, I mean, just the reversals. I mean, you have the same reversals pretty much for all weapons. I mean, you just snatch the weapon away from their hands. I mean, and it is so much room for potential there. I mean, you know, you have guys like RVD who will maybe duck under a chair swing and hit you with the Van Daminator, you know, stuff like that. I feel like, you know, like I said, the potential is there. It's just up to, I guess, you know, 2K to decide how they want to go about it. But man, I mean, like I said, weapon reversals are just terrible. So that is something I would just really like to see them work a little bit harder at. You know, at least give us something, you know, some different, you know, animations for it or something. Because, you know, I mean, same with any kind of counter. Not everybody counters things in the same way. You know, a lot of wrestlers have their own unique styles, you know, in doing so. So it's just one of those things, again, like I said, I would like to see implemented just for, if not anything, just for the sake of, you know, adding to the realism and staying true to the programming that we see in real life. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Please do me a favor and comment and let me know what you think about my wish list, as well as if you have any ideas on how you would like to see reversals change in the near future. And also, last thing, don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Alright 2K fans, see you guys later.